All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's class. Welcome to COMP2211 Exploring Artificial Intelligence. So in our first class, I will introduce some course logistics to you so that you can know more details about this course. So the course instructor, both L1 and L2 will be taught by me for this semester, and I'm Huiru Xiao. You can simply call me Huiru, or you can just call me my English name Pearl. So if you have any question regarding this course or maybe some general inquiries, you can email me through this email. Later on, I will also set some weekly office hours so that you can come by to my office to ask questions. But my schedule is to be confirmed, so maybe 1 or 2 weeks later, I will confirm my office hour. And for our class, we will have, as you can see, a long list of TAs. The reason is that we have so many students enrolled in this course. And this is, I think, already the maximum number of TAs we can get for this course. We have a full-time IA, Gary. I believe you will see him in the lab session. So the lab sessions were mainly taught by Gary. Gary will handle the grading stuff and also handle some PA and labs. For our PG TAs, we have 6 PG TAs. So each of them will handle some PAs and some labs and do the grading. Of course, all of the IA and PGTAs will also handle your exam issues. So they will proctor your exams, grade your exam papers. We will also have 3 UG TAs. So these 3 UG TAs, they won't handle any grading issues because according to the policy, the UG TAs cannot grade your assignments. But these UG TAs will help you with some question and answering sessions. So in each lab, they will also be in the lab session to answer your questions. They will also help to maintain the online platform Piazza. So later on, I will introduce this. So for our course, we will have an official website. For lecture notes, lab materials, almost everything is in this website, so maybe I can show you later. And we also use the Canvas site. For the Canvas site, we mainly use it for grades and discussion via Piazza. Maybe we can explore the 2 websites a little bit. All right, so as you can see, this is our Canvas website. By the way, for the Canvas website, we will also use it to release all the recordings. After today's class, I will just release today's recordings here so that you can just access all the recordings in the Canvas page. And for the Canvas, later on, you can see all your grades here. And Canvas also provides the Piazza. And then let's go into our course website, which is here. So this is our official course website. For this course website, basically you can just click into each session to see. Like the course info, we have all the schedule, grading scheme, assessment rubrics. And if you want to see like the TA information, you can just access here, the people. And for the lectures, I will release all the lecture notes here. Currently, I only release the course logistics and introduction. So I will make sure that for each lecture will be released at least 1 week in advance so that you can have some access to the lecture notes before you take the courses. Next would be some important thing, labs. So in total, we will have 10 labs. The first lab will start in week 3. So for this week and next week, there won't be any lab sessions, so no need to go to attend them. And starting from week 3, we will have 10 lab sessions. Then the programming assignments is here. So later on, we will also release the programming assignments here. So basically, you can find all the information here, and we will also release the exam information. By the way, I just received a message from the admin that our midterm exam will be scheduled on October 28th. So later on, I will also publish here and make an announcement. Please mark down this name so that this time, date and time, that October 28th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. But don't worry if you can't remember now. I will tell you later. All right, I think, that would be some important information. You can just explore everything here. So let's go back to us. Oh, by the way, we will have another platform which is important, that is Piazza. I'm not sure whether you can directly enroll in Piazza through Canvas or do I have to enroll you manually. I will try that later. So Piazza is an online platform. After you enroll in this COMP2211 Piazza, then you can just post your questions here. Of course, maybe at the first week you don't have many questions, but later on, after we release some labs and programming assignments, you may have lots of questions. To avoid the overwhelming emails, especially that actually many of you may ask the same questions or very similar questions. So we suggest that later on, if you have any question, you just post here. And don't worry, you can just select to post anonymously. So actually your classmates won't know who you are. You can also select to post publicly or privately. If you post publicly, then everyone, like all your classmates, can see your questions and they can also help to answer your questions actually. But if you select to post privately, then only me and the TAs can see your questions. All your classmates cannot see your questions. It depends on you. Usually, we recommend you to post publicly so that other classmates can help to answer your questions, can see the answers. However, in one case, you have to post privately. That is, if you want to post your codes, because others cannot see your codes. It might involve plagiarism. So whenever you want to post your codes, like screenshot or just type some of your codes, please post privately so that others cannot access your codes. This is about Piazza. All right. And for our course schedule, we have 2 lecture sessions, L1 and L2. So this is L1. You will take the lectures on each Tuesday and Thursday in the morning. For lab sessions, we have 2 sections, LA1 and LA2. We don't have the fixed matching between lecture and lab. So basically, you can select any lab section you want. Here are some important information about labs. So we have to make it very clear in the beginning. No labs in the first 2 teaching weeks. So that means September 1, September 8th for LA1, no need to attend the labs. And September 2nd and September 9th, no need to attend the labs for LA2. The first lab starts in week 3. If you are in LA1, please go to attend the lab on September 15th. If you are in LA2, please go to attend in September 16th. However, even though in the first 2 weeks we don't have any labs, we have an additional lecture class. In week 2, the time would be 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on September 9th. The venue would be LTB. And this is for L1 and L2 together. So you and the L2 students will join together for this additional lecture class. The goal for this additional lecture class is to develop your AI programming skills. And you may be very curious why should you still do this one. I know that to enroll in this course, you have to take some prerequisites, like COMP1021 or COMP1029P. I believe most people enrolled in COMP1021, right? Then just try to recall what you have learned in COMP1021. Basically, you learned turtles only. And turtles are not enough for develop some AI models. Actually, in our course, you will never use turtle. Maybe in your future, you will never use turtle anymore. So that means even though you fulfilled the COMP1021, it's not enough for you to finish the programming assignments for COMP2211. So that's why before we go into any real AI models, we will offer you some additional lecture to develop your Python programming skills, the advanced Python programming, so that you can be well prepared to write your own AI programs using Python. But if you believe that you are already very proficient in Python, it's okay for you to skip this additional lecture class on Python programming. It's okay. In lectures, we don't take attendance, so it depends on you. And actually, I think this would be the last semester that we will offer this additional lecture class on AI programming skills. So some of you may know that actually in this semester, CSE department opened a new course, COMP2211, Advanced Python Programming. And starting from next semester, 103, COMP123 will become the prerequisites for COMP2211. So that means, actually, this is the last semester that you can enroll in COMP2211 with COMP1021. And in next semester, even if some students enroll in COMP1021, they cannot fulfill prerequisite for 2211 anymore. They have to take 1023. And at that time, we don't need to offer this additional lecture class because they will already learn all the programming, the Python programming in COMP1023. Yeah, so lots of things have changed starting from this semester. Basically, due to that, CSE department opened a new major, that's AI major. And yes, so there are some changes in these courses. All right, so for the labs, you know that the labs, each lab will contain like 1 hour and 50 minutes, so around 2 hours. So the mechanism will be that we won't use all of the time. We will only use the first 60 minutes, the first 1 hour to be a tutorial. So that would be the teaching session. So your TAs will demonstrate how to apply what you have learned in class to solve some meaningful problems using Python. And these techniques will be helpful for your lab work. So they will be closely related with your lab work so that you can use the skills to finish your lab work. This will only last for about 1 hour, the teaching session. After this 1 hour teaching session, the next 50 minutes will for Q&A session. So in this Q&A session, you are welcome to ask questions about the lab exercises and programming assignments and actually any other question related with the course during this 50 minutes. In this 50 minutes, there will be PGTA and UGTA so that we will make sure that the questions will be handled efficiently. And for the labs, we will take attendance. Yeah, so maybe you will think a little bit strange that actually we don't take attendance for lectures, but we do take attendance for the labs. So you have to attend the labs to get these attendance points. And know that the attendance will be taken during the first 20 minutes of the lab, only the first 20 minutes. So in other words, we allow you to be late for 20 minutes. So please don't be late for more than 20 minutes. Then we will say that, okay, the teaching session is only 60 minutes. If you're late for more than 20 minutes, basically you just come to take attendance. And we will think it would be somehow unfair for other students. So please come to take attendance within the first 20 minutes. Of course, you cannot leave directly after you take attendance. You need to stay there after the first hour. And after the first hour, when it goes to Q&A session, you can just feel free to go if you do not have any question to ask the TAs. So this is about the labs. All right, the important notes. First, as I said, you must attend the lab sessions. And we would like to emphasize that you must attend the registered lab sessions. So that means if you're registered for LA1, please go to LA1. Please do not go to LA2 as you wish. So must go to the registered lab sessions. The reason is that we need to take attendance. And for LA1, LA2, we have different student lists, right? If you go to another session, then it's possible that your attendance cannot be recorded. And another important reason is that there are limited seats in the classroom of the labs. If you just go to some lab session optionally, then possible that some students cannot find the seats. So please go to your registered lab sessions. If in some situations, you need to go to a different lab session. For example, for this week, if you registered for LA1, but actually you have some really important things to handle, or if you are sick in LA1 time, actually for these cases, we allow you to attend another session. So it's okay you go to LA2. However, please seek prior approval from your course instructor. That is from me. So please let me know in advance so that I can make the arrangements and also I can notify all the TAs in advance. And each lab attendance will be awarded 1 point. there are a total of 9 lab meetings requiring lab attendance. So a little bit different from here, you may think. Actually, in these labs, this form, as you can see, we have in total 10 labs, but only 9 of them require attendance. Because this one, October 27th and October 28th will be midterm Q&A session. So for this midterm Q&A session, you don't need to attend it. Only if you have questions, you can come to ask questions, but we won't take attendance. So for the remaining 9 lab meetings, we require your attendance. So that's why we see that total, we have 9 lab meetings requiring your lab attendance. So the maximum attendance point you can get is 9. And there will be 10 lab exercises. So we will give you 10 lab exercises to consolidate your understanding of the course materials and, of course, to assess your ability. But among the 10 lab exercises, only 5 will be graded. Or equivalently, you only need to submit 5 lab work. They are lab 2, lab 4, lab 6, lab 8, and lab 9. You only need to submit these 5 lab work, and we will grade these 5 lab work. And 10 points for each graded lab. So we only count the best 4 towards your final grade. So for example, if you already obtained full marks for lab 2, lab 4, lab 6, lab 8, then it doesn't matter if you directly give up lab 9, because we will only count the best 4. So as long as you can get like 4 labs finished and getting full mark, you can get a maximum 40 points. The reason is that we understand maybe as sometimes you will be super busy with other coursework, with the exam reviews, so we give you the chance to give up once for the lab work. It's okay. And especially at the end of the semester, you will probably have lots of deadlines. At that time, you can just try to balance your coursework. And to get the points or partial points for the labs, you are required to finish the requirement program and then submit your submissions to Zinc. Zinc is auto-grading system, so please remember to submit it to Zinc on or before the due date. For labs, we do not accept any late submissions. So for the labs, we directly cut it at the deadline time, no late submissions. As for the Zinc, I think Zinc will be released very soon, maybe just in these days. So after Zinc release, I will just enroll all of you to Zinc as soon as possible, because currently Zinc is still under the final stage of maintenance. So I think in these days, Zinc will just be released to you. So go back to the lab points, which is, I think, you really care about. So before we introduce like the lab points, will consist of 2 parts. First, attendance points. Maximum is 9. And the lab exercises, the maximum will be 40. And now we will do a normalization. So actually, towards the final grade, lab will count for 10 points. So your final total lab points will be your attendance points plus best 4 lab scores from Zinc, and then we do a normalization, so that is divided by 49. 49 is the maximum points you can get, right? And then times 10. After this normalization, it will be your final total lab points. So remember, although we do not expect you to finish the lab exercises before you attend the lab, usually we don't require that, and usually no students will do that, like finish it before you go to the lab. But we do expect you to have read the lab's materials and have a basic understanding what you are required to do, so that you can first try to read through the exercises, the tasks, and then you go to attend the lab, so that you can like have a deeper understanding about the TA's teachings. This is about the labs. So maybe just pause a little bit to see any questions for now. Great, hope everything is clear about the labs. Yeah, so usually we just put this part at the beginning because we have to remind you that for this course you need to attend the labs, and the labs, because this is the most complicated points for this course, how to count the total lab points, so we put it at the beginning. All right, then for our course, the course consists of per week, we have 3 hours of lectures because we have 2 classes every week, and 2 hours of lab. Among these 2 hours of lab, only 1 hour is teaching. And it gives 3 credits for successful completion of the course. The prerequisites, you already know that, it's COMP1021 or COMP1029P, and this is the last semester we have these prerequisites. So starting from next semester, it will become COMP1023. For the exclusions, we have quite a long exclusion list. The logic is that any more advanced or higher level AI related or machine learning related courses are exclusions for COMP2211. So as you can see, this is not the list. We have a longer list here. So as you can see, like 3211, fundamentals of AI, 4211, machine learning, 4221, introduction to NLP, like anything related with the machine learning or AI and more higher levels, they are exclusions. So that means if any student have taken these courses, then they will not be allowed to take COMP2211 because our COMP2211 is only for AI beginners. So if any students have taken these more advanced courses, then COMP2211 will be too easy for them, and it might be unfair to other students, especially considering that most of you are just beginners for AI. So yeah, we don't want to like some very like smart guys who have taken these courses to come here to get an A+ directly without putting any efforts. All right, so it's only one-way exclusion. One-way exclusion is that if the students have taken any of these courses, then the student cannot take COMP2211. But if you have taken COMP2211, then in the future, you can take these courses. You can take these more advanced courses. And of course, COMP2211 is a prerequisite for COMP3211. So usually after students take 2211, the student probably continues to take this COMP3211, fundamentals of AI. But actually, for this exclusion list, I believe you didn't see it when you enroll in COMP2211 in the system, right? Yes, because ARO doesn't recommend us to have such a long exclusion list. It will be very troublesome for them to check. Like if a student has to take COMP2211 and check such a long list of exclusions, super challenging, super complicated. That's why the CSE department decided, okay, let's do this thing. Let's restrict COMP2211 to only year 1 and year 2 students. Yeah, that's why many of you actually cannot directly enroll in COMP2211, right? You cannot select it because you are in year 3 or year 4. And that's why you have to submit the prerequisite we will request in the system, and then I will manually approve your request. Because CSE department made such a decision that so, okay, restrict COMP2211 to year 1 and year 2 only, then we don't need such a long exclusion list. Yeah, which is quite brute force. All right, anyway, this is the department's decision, so we all follow this decision. And so for any year 1 and year 2 students, as long as you have taken the prerequisites, of course, you directly enrolled in COMP2211. For all the year 3 and year 4 students, I believe you submitted the request in the system, and then I approved your request. And when I try to approve your request, basically, I just open your transcripts to search whether you have taken these courses. And if you haven't taken any of these more advanced courses, I approve your request. That's why it took so much time to process all the requests. Yeah. Yeah, I think I have to explain the situation for you so that you can understand why you have to submit the request and why your requests have to be approved. Okay, this is the course description. And for our course objectives and aims, so this course, as I said, is for AI beginners. So it gives a gentle introduction, really very gentle. The course contents are very gentle. It gives a gentle introduction to the basic elements of AI through understanding examples from various applications and hands-on experimentation using AI software tools. Keywords are hands-on experimentation. So for our course, all the assignments you need to submit are programming. So you need to submit your codes. We do not have any written assignments for you. You only need to program. And in addition to covering the technical aspect of AI through many topics, we will also study the historical perspective of AI, social and ethic implications, as well as potential and limitations of AI. The rationale is after this course logistics, we will have an introduction of AI. At that course, we will study the historical perspective of AI. And then we will go into the Python programming part. After Python programming, we will start to learn all the AI models. And at the end of the semester, we will study the social and ethic implications of AI. So in short, the COMP2211 gives you a gentle introduction to the basic elements of AI, and it also studies all the historical, social, and ethic implications, as well as potential and limitations. This is our course objectives. And the topics covered in our course would be this. But before that, before I introduce you the real topics, I would like to have a little survey about what is your expectation towards our course. So yeah, let's do this Mentimeter. You can directly scan the QR code to join this Mentimeter survey. So don't worry, all the contents will be anonymous submissions. So you just need to give maybe yourself some nickname, or even no need to do that. You can also join this Mentimeter, use this code 61901502, or just scan this QR code. Both are fun. Okay, so is everyone joined yet? Great, I think, yeah, maybe everyone is already here. Then, okay, I think need to allow the response. Yes, so first I would like to know what are your expectations for this course? You can just submit. Yeah. Maybe I can cut a time for your response. Yeah, just give 1 minute. What about wait list? Okay, Desmond. I will tell Desmond that. Okay. I will make a screenshot and send to Desmond. Tell him that, okay, the students expect you. Yeah, any more response? Okay, I think the responding is off now. Yeah, we can try the AI model in the menti.com. If we use this, I think they incorporate some AI models to try to sort all of your responses and group it into different clusters. Later on, you will know that this is called clustering. Actually, it does this clustering thing. All right, let's check for AI applications. Okay, AI trading, use AI in exam. We won't allow that. We won't allow you to use AI in exam. Actually, you cannot use your computer or any smart devices in exams. Okay, don't think about that. Learn about AI, sure. Of course, brief intro to AI, yeah. And models. Yeah. For this one, don't worry. We will, of course, satisfy you. Understand using, in real life, good grade. Yes. I wish you all have like this good grades for the course. Learn about fundamentals. Decent grades. Yeah. Learn AI, Google Clap, A+, drop AI after facing reality. Learn basic, learning to use like ChatGPT. If you want to use AI models like ChatGPT, I don't think you need to take this course because everyone can use ChatGPT, okay? But if you mean that you want to use some pre-trained large language model, for this course, we won't cover large language model, but still, we will give you some insights about that, at least about the neural network, so that you can learn more about deep learning and neural networks. Okay, A range, large A range. Don't worry, I will follow Desmond. So I believe some of you already know that each semester Desmond will give like as large a range as possible, right? I think this is Desmond's style. Don't worry, I will also follow Desmond's. But yeah, there is indeed some restrictions from the department, so we can only say that we will give as wide range as possible. Natural intelligence, build an AI robot and take over the world, such ambitious goal, okay. Learn to use AI, okay. Ability to study deep learning, yeah, we will cover deep learning. Language models, ChatGPT, build ChatGPT from scratch. Sorry, after this course, probably you still don't know how to build ChatGPT from scratch. But I think at least you will know like how to use libraries or how to use some resources to train this ChatGPT, fine-tune ChatGPT, I guess. Turing test and different application of the shortest path algorithm. For the shortest path algorithm, I don't think we will cover lots about that because for the shortest path algorithm, basically it will be in COMP 3711, the algorithm course. If you're interested, actually you are recommended to take like 2711 discrete math, and after that will be 3711, the algorithm. I think maybe 2012 will also introduce a little bit about the data structure so that it will also like help you to be well equipped to do some like programming for the algorithm part. Easy, okay, we will try our best. But of course, because of all the previous expectations, you want to learn so many things, I guess it won't be super easy, but still we will try to balance it. This is the first group. Second group, all about good grades, okay. Okay, so consistent, good grade, A+. Okay, we all see that. Okay, pass it, really? Okay, to put A+ and pass together, okay, currently I know like we have like various backgrounds, which is very good. All right, about the course workload, I also very care about this because it will help us to know like your expectations. Chill, light workload, fun times with AI, more percentage of homework for final grade. I think for the final grade, the coursework will count 40%, and all the exams will count for 60%. Fulfill the extended major for AI, sure. And learn about AI in a way that doesn't worsen my work. Okay, learn, get enrolled. Okay, I also hope like you can get enrolled. Less coding exam. For the coding in exam, you probably already heard that in midterm as well as final exam there will be some coding. That means you need to do some written programming. You write the Python codes. We will try to reduce this part because anyway, we are not a programming course. We are an AI course. But still, we will contain like a small portion of the exam questions that is requiring you to do some coding in the exams. Right? With these concerns. I also want to say yes, but currently the quota is 90 for each session. So that means in total we have 180. Actually, I will try to increase the quota a little bit, but maybe not very many quota. The number of students is restricted by the number of PGTAs we can get. If we have many students, then we probably cannot guarantee the TA service. We really want to provide you with a qualified TA services. But if the students are too many, then the TA cannot handle all the inquiries, cannot handle the grading stuff. It will be troublesome. So that's why usually the departments will say no if I directly ask for increasing the quota, because the department will say that, oh, we cannot assign you more TAs for this course. Then probably you cannot just increase the quota too much. But yeah, I think in these days I will continue to request for increase the quota a little bit, but not too many, I guess. Maybe at the end, I expect that the quota will be increased to 100 for each session. All right. Yeah, I also wish the waitlist can be shorter. Then AI fundamentals. What a fundamental? Have a fundamental picture of AI. Yeah, common basic knowledge of AI, can understand some models. Yeah, of course. Oh, this A plus Y is here. See, this AI model, the clustering performance is not so good. This AI should be the good grades part. Oh, FYP. Yeah, actually, some students really they told me that the COMP2211 helps them for their FYP, helps a lot because they have done some programming assignments which is closely related with their future FYP. Tokenization, all right. Okay. I have to take a picture and send to Desmond, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Actually, this course was developed by Desmond. You probably know that. Like several years ago, Desmond created this course because at that time, our department think that, okay, we should have an AI course for the beginners, and not only for CSE students, maybe for some other departments, some other majors, so that other students, as long as they know how to write Python, actually they can learn AI. Everyone can learn AI. And at that time, by the way, at that time, I haven't even joined the CSE faculty. I think I was still doing my PhD at that time. But anyway, several years ago. All right, and Desmond created this course COMP2211 Exploring AI. And Desmond has been the course coordinator and instructor for COMP2211 for several years. Yeah, we all miss him, of course. But for this semester, because of that new course, COMP1023. So Desmond created another new course, COMP1023, Advanced Python Programming, and which kept him really busy. So that's why for this course, this semester, now I become the course instructor as well as a course coordinator for 2211. And hopefully you can also enjoy my teaching, enjoy my course. So don't worry, except Desmond, I am the most familiar person with this course, because actually I also taught this course for many semesters. I think right after I joined CSE department as a teaching faculty, I started to teach this COMP2211 for already 2 years. Of course, each time teach it with Desmond, but for this semester I teach it alone. Hopefully you will also enjoy that. And last would be Python programming. All right. Learn Python programming is something useful than Turtle. Absolutely, we will satisfy this expectation. You will learn lots of libraries. Each of them will be more useful than Turtle, and you will never use Turtle anymore. Great, this is your expectations for this course. And the next is I want to have a little survey about what do you already know about AI. So yeah, let's turn on the response so that I can check of your background. Yeah, the background is really various. Okay. All right, let's group everything again. Let's see the classing results. Okay, yeah, large language model, of course, the really hot topic. Large language model, KNN, CNN. Let me explain. Can anyone explain this to me? Because, yeah, and maybe I'm already too old to learn this, what this means. Okay, don't know. Yeah, maybe you can explain to me later. Because another student also mentioned this. Is Yanming a person? Yeah, okay. A professor in HKUST? Oh, math. Okay. Okay. No wonder I don't know. Okay, but now I know this guy's name, although I don't know what this person is. YOLO and fine-tuning large language model. AI is good, but banned by the course. Yes, AI is banned by the course. You cannot use AI. Smith eating noodles gonna make me unemployed. Don't worry, you can be an AI programmer. You can be an AI developer. Don't worry about that. That's why you take this course. Okay, large language model. Neural network. Yeah, seems that many students already know the neural network, which is very good deep learning model. Wow. Students already know how to build a large language model and neural network using data pipelines and matrix computation. Very good. And this course might be too easy for you. Okay, TensorFlow, which is very good. TensorFlow is really useful library, but won't cover in our course. Sigmoid, great activation function. Basically find the patterns in the data it had been given through a data set, and at least for now can actually think but record the data it had been previously given. Wow, really a good summary. Yeah, a good summary about the AI. Actually is the core about the AI. So yeah, actually many researchers also have this opinion that AI now can only do this pattern recognition and machine learning. So can only find patterns in the data, and every performance depends on the data. TensorFlow basic models, really good. TensorFlow is a really advanced library. Nothing, okay, if you know nothing about AI, then this course is designed for you, really. This course is designed for the beginners who know nothing. ChatGPT, yeah, sure. Of course, everyone knows ChatGPT. CNN. Why Trump dancing is in CNN? All right, tangent H, which is another activation function. Transformer, really good transformer terminator robots. Python, most built in Python, NumPy pandas, great. NumPy pandas, we will cover this in our advanced Python programming classes. There's additional class and data built based on big data. Stable diffusion, yeah, which is interested in the generative AI model. Great. This is for what we already know about AI. Okay, this would be our next question. So, all right, so now I have a basic understanding about your expectations and your background, like what you expected and what you already know. So for the real topics covered, we will cover these ones. First, we will get the brief history of AI, our first lecture, and we will also cover search and problem solving. Note that for the search and problem solving, this topic actually is the traditional AI. So that is at the very beginning of AI development, the researchers care about this search one. And knowledge representation, which is also very important for AI, because we want the AI to understand the knowledge, then we have to think of a way to represent the knowledge. And probabilistic reasoning, machine learning, computer vision and image processing, and then speech and language processing. So basically, this is for NLP, and this is for CV and robotics. Then social and ethical implications of AI, potential and limitations. So this will be the topics covered. But as you can see, these topics are really, really very large topics. If we want to dig very deep into these topics, actually, I believe each topic will require 1 semester's courses, which is very ambitious. So let's do something more practical. This is our keyword syllabus, more exact topics we will cover. Again, the first lecture will be brief history of AI, and we will learn the naive Bayes model, KNN model. K means clustering model. Note that these 3 models are traditional machine learning. They are very classical machine learning models, and usually we see that these models are shallow models. Shallow means that they don't need to utilize the neural networks. So that's why we call them shallow. After these shallow models or these classical machine learning models, we will go into the perception. Perception, we will learn first the single perception and then multi-layer perception. Note that starting from multi-layer perception, we will go into the neural network, or we will go into the deep learning part. And right after multi-layer perception, we would like to introduce the CNN. However, we cannot directly teach you CNN because CNN is highly related with image processing. So before CNN, we will give you the background about fundamentals of image processing. Then introduce the CNN. So this will be another group. We see that the artificial neural network part. And at the last, the technical part, we will go into the minimax and alpha beta pruning, which is one of the search algorithms in traditional AI. We will only introduce these 2 algorithms, minimax and alpha beta pruning. And then at the end of semester, we will go into the social and ethical implications of AI. That's the AI ethics. We will also provide you with a self-study material about reinforcement learning. This is only for self-study. So then you probably know that for our course, actually we only teach supervised learning and unsupervised learning. As for reinforcement learning, you can self-study a little bit in this course, and we recommend you to continue to take COMP2211. Fundamentals of AI if you are interested in reinforcement learning. Actually, there is a course on machine learning in CSE also. So I think it's some 4,000 level courses. It's about the reinforcement learning. So this will be our exact topics. And for the intended learning outcomes, so after you successfully complete this course, you are expected to be able to do these things. First, demonstrate your understanding of the historical perspective and development of AI. And secondly, demonstrate understanding of the basic elements of AI thinking. Then demonstrate proficiency in applying some basic principles and techniques of AI, and also use the AI software tools to solve problems in a range of applications. Yeah, I think someone also mentioned this expectation just now. And last but not least, demonstrate your awareness of the social and ethical implications, as well as potential and limitations of AI. This will be the intended learning outcomes. And for the reference books, we introduced several reference books, but that doesn't mean you have to finish reading all of the reference books. The first one is AI Crash Course. So it's a fun and hands-on introduction to machine learning, reinforcement learning, and deep learning, and AI with Python. So this is like specifically about how to build these AI models using the Python. And second is, again, specifically tackling on Python Beginner's Guide to AI. And the third one, AI with Python. So as you can see, we select all the reference books about AI with Python. And this one is specifically about image processing using Python. It's called the Python Image Processing Cookbook. Because for our course, we will introduce you the fundamental of image processing and CNN. So this reference book will help a lot. So all these reference textbooks, if you are interested in some specific topics, you are welcome to read them. And actually, we'll all provide this URL of the HKUST library so that you can try to get these reference books. But it's okay if you don't read these textbooks. So it's just to help you gain some further understanding and deeper understanding. It's okay you just read the course materials. That means the lecture notes and attend the lectures and also all the lab materials, PA materials. Actually, that would be enough. Other materials, we provide 12 self-tests, one for each topic. And we will provide you with some past exam papers, specifically that's from spring 2022 midterm and final exam. So if you go into this, you will find that this is the self-learning center. If you want to do some self-tests, you are welcome to check here. Like maybe after each class, you can just try whether you can solve the problems in this self-test. But most students, actually, they will do this self-test only before the exams. Before the exams, many students will just post on Piazza, oh, why is this question have this answer, something like that. And for the past exam papers, we already released here. So yeah, actually, we released 2 semesters, 2022 spring and 2024 spring, so that before the exam, you can have a review about the past exam papers to know our question styles to have a reference. And this is the tentative teaching schedule. So the first week, we will do the course logistics and introduction. After that, we will have 1 week or even more for the advanced Python for AI. That's the additional lecture class I mentioned. After that will be our topics like this. So if we get the cumulative number of lectures, we will see is 27. But each semester only have 13 weeks. That means at most 26 lectures. That's why we have to offer this additional class. And just to emphasize it again, additional class will be offered to develop your AI programming skills in week 2. That's on September 9th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at LTB. Okay, so pause a little bit. Any questions for now about the information? Great. Yeah, lots of information needs to be absorbed. Then about the Python version and software, that's what Python version you should use to finish the coursework. So in this coursework, we use Python 3.11.13 as the programming standard for this course. Actually, this is the Python version used by Google Colab. That's why we select this version. And we recommend everyone to use Google Colab to finish your coursework, to develop your AI models. To use Google Colab, the first reason is that later on, when the TAs release the lab materials and the PA materials, they will all use a Jupyter Notebook. And Google Colab can directly open the Jupyter Notebook. So that's actually you can directly use the Google Colab to see all the lab materials and to make your own coding. The second reason is that in Google Colab, it already installed many useful libraries like NumPy, like Pandas, like Keras, like Scikit-learn. Like all these useful libraries, you don't need to install by yourself if you use Google Colab. And the third reason would be Google Colab will be very convenient for you to debug. So later on, after you have done some lab work, you will agree with that, I think. Very easy to debug. So that's why we recommend you to use the Google Colab. And if you haven't used Google Colab before, no worry. This is very user-friendly, very easy for beginners. You can just try to explore that. As long as you have a Google account, you can access Google Colab using your Google account and try to explore a little bit. Here in this course webpage, okay, actually we already developed a tutorial on the Google Colab. So if you are not so familiar with Google Colab, you are also welcome to read this tutorial. We won't conduct the tutorial teaching, but this is for some self-learning, so you can check it here, this Google Colab tutorial, to try to get through it, and then you will get very familiar with the Google Colab. Of course, that doesn't mean that you have to use Google Colab. Actually, if you really want to use your own environment, for example, if you want to use your own laptop, use your own computer, it's also okay, totally fine. You can use your own computer to finish all the coursework. But then in that case, you need to install the libraries by yourself. Like Google Colab will install for you, but in your own environment, you have to set up the environment by yourself and import the libraries by yourself. Also, you need to make sure the Python version is consistent with Google Colab, which will be a little bit more complicated, but still it's fun. Actually, it will help you to train a lot on developing the programs in your own environments. All right, grading scheme, everyone cares about that. The coursework will count for 40%. 10% will be lab exercises. At the beginning, I introduced the lab exercises, how we count the 10 points. 10 lab exercises, 5 of them will be graded, and only the best 4 will count towards the final grade, together with the attendance points. So we will do that normalization, still remember, divided by 49 times 10. And 2 individual PAs, 30%, so that means 15% each. We have PA1 and PA2. And for the exams, midterm exam will count for 20%, final exam count for 40%, so the total is 100 points. And note that by default, we won't offer any make-up exams unless under very unusual circumstances, for example, sickness. In this case, you need to seek approval in advance with the proof documents. For example, the letters of proof from the doctors. At that time, we can approve your leave for the exams and possibly will offer you a make-up exam. But usually for some other cases, like we won't give you the make-up exams. So again, the midterm exam will be on October 28th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., which I will also announce later. Please make sure that you do not have time conflicts during that time. Okay, this is quite important part about academic integrity. Yes, very serious thing, so I just read through it to make sure that everyone can get a good understanding about that. So the honesty and integrity are central to academic work. Note that for this course, you must observe and uphold the highest standards of academic integrity and honesty in all the work. All the work include your lab exercises, PAs, exams, etc. Everything you do in this course, please make sure that you follow honesty and integrity. And we deal with the cheating cases seriously. The maximum penalty is a fail in the course, plus maybe some additional disciplinary from the CSE department as well as the university. Because if we meet the plagiarism cases, we will also need to report to departments. And the department may depend to say whether it should be reported to the university. So that means some additional disciplinary actions might happen from department and university. So very serious. Note that if the plagiarism happens, not only the copiers will get punished, both the copiers and the copyee will be punished. Like even if you let others copy your assignments, you will get punished. The penalty will be more than just a 0 mark in your assignments or exams, so it might be very serious penalties. We will use a software to check your codes with others' programs and also with the previous assignments, because actually we also maintain all the previous assignments in previous semesters. So we will use this software to check the similarity. The tool is very hard to cheat. So in previous semesters, actually, we really use this software tool to get some plagiarism cases. And the penalty is very serious. And of course, we don't want that happen. We don't want to give penalty to anyone. But if the plagiarism really indeed happens, we have to do this. And the suspected cases will be further studied by the instructors and TAs. So please make sure that you don't get involved into the academic integrity part. If you're not sure what is considered plagiarism, these are some guidelines. Do not use generative AI tools like ChatGPT or similar software for your labs and programming assignments. Know that generative AI tools is forbidden in the course. You have to finish all your coursework independently. Do not copy program codes from another student or another person. Make sure everything you write is really written by you, not copying others. Then do not look at the actual program codes of another student. To avoid that you copy others' codes, of course, just don't look at the actual program codes of the others. Otherwise, you might just remember that and write something exactly the same. Then it will be the plagiarism. Actually, that's also why previously I suggest that if you want to post your codes in Piazza, that platform, please post privately so that no one can see your, no classmates can see your codes. And do not share your actual program codes with other students or people by any ways. It's either by paper, by emails, by blogs, by Facebook, by Google Doc, etc. Just do not share your actual program codes by others. Because if you do this, if others see your codes, it's possible that you will get copied. Do not give your program code to other students who ask for it, and do not ask for a copy of their codes either. And do not post your program codes anywhere online. Like probably you have your own GitHub account, and I know that some students have the habit that may just release their assignments, their lab work in the GitHub repository. Please do this. Please do not do this during the semester. So before the semester ends, please do not post anywhere. Do not post in your GitHub repository or anywhere else. Maybe after the semester ends, you can do a summary in your GitHub. It's okay because it ends. No one will copy your codes anymore. And do not leave your finished or unfinished program codes unattended. That means if you are just writing your codes and maybe at some time you need to go to washroom or maybe somewhere else, please close your computer, okay? Do not open your computer, let any passerby just look at your codes. It may bring some risks. Even though we have so many do not do some things, still we encourage discussion among students. Actually, you can discuss among yourselves and discuss in the Piazza platform. We encourage discussions, but you have to write the codes on your own. So you can discuss your ideas. Maybe you can discuss some framework, like some abstract ideas, but do not share the actual codes. like you can see that, okay, maybe I have some idea, I have some plan to do this, but do not specifically tell others that, okay, I want to write this line of code, I want to write this function, and that might just get involved in plagiarism. So during discussion, you should not go to the details such that everyone will end up in the same code. So please remember this. And the list is by no means exhaustive. You will need to use your own discretion. So yeah, please avoid this, because actually each semester we have to deal with the plagiarism cases, which is very hard. Hard for the students, also hard for us, hard for instructors to deal with such things. Yeah, another question, how hard should I work? So some people say that a 3-unit course takes 8 hours per week. The guideline would be like this. Pre-study may cost 1 hour. So you can just check what topic or what materials will the coming lecture be covering, and attend class 3 hours per week. Of course, you have 2 classes. The A+ students tell you that they pay full attention in class and try to understand everything in the class so that it is easy to review the class materials. Attend labs 1 hour because the teaching session only consists of 1 hour. And post-study 2 hours, rereading the notes, book reading, something like that. So this will be the last question. Yeah, I know many of you missed Desmond. I also want to make an acknowledgement here that the lecture notes are developed based on Desmond's lecture slides previously. All right, this will be the last page. So until now, any questions so far? Great. By the way, usually, actually, during the class, I will have 5 minutes break in the middle, but for this class, somehow I forget that, sorry. I guess because this is the first class in the semester, I just forget that. But don't worry, later on, like usually in the class, because it's 18 minutes, right, such a long time, I believe no one's attention will like keep for 18 minutes. So usually at the middle, I will have 5 minutes break, starting from next class, I guess. If no other question, then we can go into our lecture 1, Introduction to Artificial Intelligence. So before that, let's continue our survey here. Yeah, this is the previous page, Menti page. I think you can still join that. Or you can join that, use this code. So what is artificial intelligence in your understanding? Yeah, maybe give everyone 1 minute. Annie. Study assistant, okay. Smart robot future. Homework helper, yeah. Not better than that, okay. Okay, for I think quite lots of replies are about the automation part, like the smart robot or this very cute robot. Okay, AI boyfriend. I don't know why AI boyfriend is here, but AI girlfriend is not here. I think the clustering really has some problem. Okay, AI human replacement. Oh, okay, very risky. Homework helper. Yeah, convenient tool for writing language. I don't know, Annie, still in my job. This like replacements and also this job replacements, actually they are very central issues in the AI ethics. That is, the automation actually is bringing risk to the jobs. All right. Academic support, yes, study assistant, great saver, free food knowledge, best teacher, not reliable in mathematics. Yeah, I believe this is true. Previously, I also tried to let ChatGPT to solve mathematics problem. Yeah, because actually I want to save some of my own time, so I just let ChatGPT to solve that math problem. Then I spend even more time to teach ChatGPT how to solve that math problem. Really, I found that the first version of ChatGPT's answer is just nonsense. So I have to teach the ChatGPT, no, you should do something like this, you should follow these steps. And then I spend, I think, maybe 1 or 2 hours to teach ChatGPT. And finally, ChatGPT knows how to solve that problem, which costs me like more time. Virtual companion, friend of this lonely guy. Okay, hope you are not lonely. Even without the companion with AI, AI girlfriend, no better than Desmond, of course. Learning systems, yeah, something that can learn from data and make some output. Yeah, a serious answer about the understanding of AI. Yes, AI is something that can learn from data. So data is crucial and make some output. A computer program that gives an output from an input based on previous data. Yeah, like this answer, serious. Create new stuff based on past knowledge. Yes. Actually, you all like indicated the central part about the AI. And future impact, AI is future. Yes, AI is future. All right, so yeah, so after collecting your answers, actually we can see that there is not a widely accepted definition of AI, even in academia. No widely accepted definition. So here we refer to John McCarthy's definition. So John McCarthy, one of the founders of AI, coined the term, that is artificial intelligence, this term, in 1955. So know that this term, artificial intelligence, happens or occurs in the world in 1955. So in John McCarthy's definition, AI is the science and engineering of making intelligent machines, especially intelligent computer programs. Now, this is a more general, or we say a more abstract definition. Actually, I think previously some of you indicated a more specific definition about AI, that is learn something from the data and make the output. And from our observations, AI borrows the characteristics from human intelligence and then applies them as algorithms in a computer-friendly way. Because, of course, we know that artificial intelligence, one important part is artificial. Artificial is just like human, right? So it has to borrow this characteristic from the human intelligence. And John McCarthy, who is the artificial intelligence and time-sharing pioneer. This is his picture playing chess. And the next question about why should you study artificial intelligence? Maybe before we go into this boring lecture notes, we can let yourself answer this question. Like, why do you want to study AI? Make money, okay. Torturing yourself. Okay, let's see. Let's see the grouping. Okay, automation benefits. Oh, make robotics. Yes, very good. To be efficient, learn why AI is better off than human in all aspects. Let AI to work and give me money. Okay. To become AI, wow. Not to be replaced by AI. Be open AI, wow. Yeah, very good. Break down complex algorithm. Yeah, sure. Build my own AI model. Make a hacker friend. Really, to use it as feasible tool to idea into reality. Yes. Very good. Yeah, these are real benefits from AI and self-improvements. Oh, great. Great to know that it helps you a lot during your intern. Torturing yourself. Oh no. Emotional support. Okay, great. Help useful. Sound pro. My father thinks it's good. Okay. Okay, actually, after you learn AI, you can also teach your father because your father thinks it's good to escape the matrix. Wow. All right. Then you still need to find the blue peers and red peers before you escape the matrix. Career opportunities, better and broader career choice. Find a job, graduate to have a beautiful instructor. Okay, thank you. Yes, actually, for nowadays, I think many programmers, they rely on the AI. Really, like one of my advisee students told me that she was interviewed by some company to find an intern, and the interviewer just tell her that, okay, I will give you programming question and give you half an hour to solve it, and then you can use any AI tool to solve it. So basically, this is the interview, like intern interview question. And many of my programmer friends, they told me that actually every day what their job is just to let the AI to write some code, and then they just check whether the AI's writing is good or not. Right. Career opportunities. Okay, we have just now personal interest, impress testament. Okay. Okay. Financial gain, earn money, not become broke. Okay, earn money, yes. I think all the career fields nowadays, like actually they really need AI and job security. Okay. Social influence, if you can be them, join them. Yeah, I think this is the same with this one. All right. Yeah, you mentioned like many reasons about why you want to study AI. Yeah, basically it's already summarized here, or actually all the contents are already summarized by you. Like AI provides us with some brighter career, and AI is versatile, that is skillful, and then it's the skill of the century, no doubt of that. All right, so okay, I think the time is almost up, so maybe we can end here today. So for this class, thank you for joining the survey so that I have a better understanding about your background and your expectations. And next class, we will continue to introduce the academic disciplines in AI and also the history of AI development. So see you in next class.